Hello, friends. I am Dr. Shirish Kumthekar. I am a practicing surgeon and cancer specialist, practicing for the last 35 years in Solapur, Maharashtra, India. Well, friends, it is obvious that since I have been working with cancer, I have been talking a lot about cancer. But of late, I decided that let us stop talking about diseases. Let us start talking about health. Welcome to this first episode of Mission Fit and Healthy India. Well, friends, what is health? As the World Health Organization defines it, it's a state of complete physical, mental, social, financial, and spiritual well being. All these five parameters must be in vertical alignment. Now, if they are in alignment, you are in a state of health. If either of them moves here and there, you lose your health and you end up getting what is called as disease or dis-ease. Very simple to understand. So, what are the types of diseases that a man gets? Basically, we get two types of diseases. The first type of diseases are called as communicable diseases or infectious diseases. Now, they are caused by viruses and bacteria, small living organisms which attack on our body and create various diseases. For example, we have got cholera, typhoid, acute diarrhea and dysenteries, AIDS, a very bad type of viral disease, and the currently going on corona virus, COVID-19 disease, tuberculosis, and many, a lot many. Now, there is a philosophy of Darwin. Darwin was the man who first postulated the theory of evolution. And he says that the first rule to survive is survival of the fittest. Now, in this race for survival, all these bacteria keep on attacking us. And as a result of this, you end up getting these diseases. So, these are the basic type of communicable diseases. On the other hand, we get other type of diseases in which no bacteria and viruses play any part. They are called as non-communicable diseases or non-infectious diseases in plain simple language. For example, heart attacks, hypertension or raised blood pressure, diabetes, getting a stroke or hemiparesis, accidents, cancers with which I am fighting for the last so many years. These are all non-communicable diseases. In the causation of these diseases, no bacteria or viruses apparently play any part. So, now it appears very difficult for all these five parameters to be kept in alignment. And it looks to be very difficult. But friends, let me assure you that if you decide to perform 5 or 6 small things in your daily routine, you will most likely lead a very healthy and happy life. Now, what are these 6 things that you are supposed to do to stay healthy? Well, friends, let me remind you that when we are born with a specialized defense system in our body that is called as immunity. It protects us from all these types of communicable as well as non-communicable diseases. The power of immunity in the body fights on both these levels. It is bestowed upon us through the mother's milk that we drink in our childhood and from the various types of white blood cells that are circulating in our blood and various types of immunoglobulins that are produced by our liver and bone marrow and other things in our body. So this defense system is on most occasions quite capable of handling many of the diseases. But when the disease process overpowers this immunity, you end up getting a proper disease. So to keep all this system in fit working condition, you have to make all these 5 parameters in an alignment. And for that to do, you are supposed to do 6 things regularly. The first thing is having adequate rest, that is good sleep for 6 to 7 hours every day. Of course, the need for sleep varies with the age. In small newborn infants, they may keep on sleeping for 20-22 hours because their body is rapidly growing, their brain is growing, their muscles are growing, their bones are growing. But as the age increases, the need for sleep goes down. But on an average, every man needs about 6 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. The second thing that you are supposed to do is at least 20 minutes of daily exercise for 5 days in a week. Well, friends, the best exercise is rapid walking. Walking at such a speed that you are neither running and nor lazily just ambling around. So, rapid walk for the sake of walk of 20 minutes for 5 times in a week is a sufficient exercise to energize your body. Just to give you an analogy of our mobile phone, while we are using it for the whole day, the battery gets discharged. Good quality sleep will energize your brain and recharge your brain's battery. In the same way, a 20 minutes of good exercise will recharge your body with energy and enthusiasm. The third thing that is required to maintain health is adequate and balanced nutrition, diet. Well, friends, food is the primary necessity of every living being on this earth. Without food, no living organism can sustain. That happens to be our primary requirement, basic requirement. So, what type of food you should eat, the way you should eat it, the amount of nutrients that you are supposed to intake, all depends and comes under this heading of adequate and balanced nutrition. Yes, we are going to discuss all these factors separately in the coming episodes. But the third important thing to maintain health is adequate and balanced diet. The fourth thing, friends, is having a positive mental attitude. Your view of looking at the world should be positive. The glasses that you are wearing should have clean, transparent lenses. If you are wearing black lenses, you will see the word black. If you are having green lenses, you will see the word green. So don't have colored lenses while you are looking at the world. Look at the world positively. Replace the word problem from your dictionary and replace it with a word called as challenge. There is nothing impossible in this world because the impossible word itself says that I am possible. So look at the possibilities rather than the problems. Now, if you look at the world in this way, your health also automatically improves. There is something called as psychosomatic conditions. Your mind has got a direct effect on your body. So if your mind decides that you are going to be healthy, you will stay healthy. If your mind tells you constantly that you are sick, you will turn out to be sick. So positive mental attitude is quintessential for maintaining good health. The fifth thing, friends, is to have a good personal hygiene. Having a daily bath, cutting your nails on time, then wearing clean, nicely ironed clothes, having your house clean, your bathrooms clean, the periphery of your house clean. That is personal and peripheral hygiene. The more the dirt, the more are the diseases. It's very simple to understand. Dirt gives birth to many diseases. So try to be clean in your mind, in your body, and in your periphery. And the sixth obvious thing for staying healthy and fit is staying away from all types of addictions. Now, it is said that in our Indian culture, we enumerate about 11 types of addictions: lying, remaining in bad company, then consuming tobacco, alcohol, and so many other drugs which are psychedelic, like hashish, ganja, afu, and charas, and all these things. Well, friends, let me remind you that addiction usually starts as a fun thing. It starts soon getting converted into a habit, and then it gets converted into a compulsion, and that is called as addiction. So, addiction of any type is a scissor with double edges. It will cut you both in your mind as well as in your body. And that's why addictions of any type are dangerous, but good addictions are good for you. For example, addiction for having daily exercise, addiction for good reading, addiction for having good company, addiction to help others, addiction to earn good money and become rich in a good way. So these are good addictions. So friends, unless and until you do these 6 things on a daily basis, you have got no chance to stay healthy. But if you decide to undergo these 6 things on a regular basis, the body that has been granted to you free of cost is likely to survive for 100 years. Friends, DOB is not in our hands, date of birth, neither DOD nor the date of death. But the journey in between these two dates is very much in our hands. So we must decide that we must have this journey joyfully, in a smiling way, not ruefully, not crying, and not lying on the bed. So, wish you all the best. In coming episodes, we'll discuss all these factors one by one and clear off all the misunderstandings that you might have on the subject of health. Thank you, gentlemen.